Schools should include meditation or relaxation breaks during the day. Mindfulness means maintaining a moment-by-moment awareness of our thoughts, feelings, bodily sensations, and surrounding environment through a gentle, nurturing lens. This is how Jon Kabat-Zinn defined mindfulness in 2003 for us. Imagine if we could teach this in our elementary schools to provide children with tools to help with unnecessary worry and stress throughout their whole lives. In this speech, my goal is to convince you that there is enormous value in teaching school-age children how to take daily meditation or relaxation breaks in order to help focus, quiet their minds, and to release their stresses and anxieties. I will explain the usefulness of providing tools to school-age children to cope with worry, the importance of meditation moments instead of punishment for behavioral issues, and the significance of implementing meditation moments as a daily practice. Some research indicates that 1/3 of young children are giving us indications by adolescence that they're struggling with dealing with stress. We must begin to combat this by providing tools to our children in school so that they can begin life knowing how to self-soothe. There are many different ways to introduce mindful meditations and techniques to help stop this progression in a way that would be interesting and fun to kids and not boring. Courtney Ackerman in 2020 told us that by furnishing their minds with new ways of coping, we can improve self-esteem, prevent bullying, enhance focus, and improve mental health and well-being. One way of engaging and getting children's attention is a fun activity about paying attention to their breath with music. Ackerman introduces this activity that's called Belly Buddies, in which children listen to music while also noticing the sensation of their stomachs rising and falling with each breath. This made them aware of their breath and their bodies in that moment. Teaching something so simple to use when you need to take a break can have lasting impacts for the rest of their lives for children. A lasting impression is definitely what we need to make lifelong practices stick. When we make lasting impressions, we can change behavior. Now that I've told you how easy it is that we can implement mindfulness with children, let me share with you a view on helping children through behavioral issues by giving them some space and teaching them to focus on their breath instead of punishing them in school settings. I didn't get in trouble much when I was in school, but I remember walking past kids who did. They had to sit at a desk in a corner, or they'd have to be sent to the office, and they were expected to do absolutely nothing. They'd have to stare at a wall. Nobody could talk to them. They were not allowed to do anything. That sounds crazy to me now, especially now that I have children of my own. How about if we actually engage with those kids and figure out why they're acting out? And now that I do have kids of my own, I understand that usually there's a reason behind acting up. And most of the time, in my case, I try to get to the bottom of it just by talking calmly to them and asking what's really going on and what's the reason behind their behavior. The Robert W. Coleman Elementary School in Baltimore, Maryland has implemented the act of offering meditation in the mindful moment room when students' behavior is in question. With great results, children are being asked to sit in a room that's furnished with plush pillows, lamps, and it's decorated really cool, and they get to talk through what happened. Then they're asked to practice breathing or meditation and kind of recenter and regroup themselves in that room. In 2016, Alice Walton shared that a school district in California extended their day by 30 minutes to teach meditation to the high-risk population of the school. This school reported more kids showing up to school, less suspensions, better grades, and in general, happier kids. Now that I've shared with you how we can introduce at a young age fun ways to practice mindfulness, smart ways to get to the bottom of behavior issues, and provide tools to turn that behavior around, let me inspire you to start implementing meditation moments as a daily practice to see the benefits for yourself. Because likely you were not given these tools when you were growing up. I know I wasn't. In an article from 2020, Malhina Chowdhury reminds us that there are 5 benefits of meditation as a daily practice. 1, meditation enhances empathy. We'll be kinder. 2, meditation improves cognition, so we'll work smarter. 3, meditation is a natural stress stabilizer. We'll be less stressed out, and I know we all could use a little bit of that. 4, meditation promotes emotional health and well-being. We'll think more clearly and be more aware of our emotions and how they affect us. And 5, meditation increases attention by inducing a state of flow. We can be in complete harmony with our minds. How can we achieve all of this, you ask? The meditation master Deepak Chopra gave us some simple tips in an article in 2019 for people that have really busy schedules. First, he tells us to stand up and stretch at least once every hour if you're sitting at a desk. Movement's so important, especially when we're all sitting at desks behind computers, looking at our phones. We need to get up and move around. 2, check regularly as often as you can to make sure you feel centered. To help with this, Chopra suggests a breathing exercise where you inhale to the count of 4, and then you pause, and then you exhale to the count of 4. And you just keep repeating that until you feel centered again. Just nice, slow, easy breaths. And then 3, at any time you can afford a break in your workday, find a place to be alone. Go step outside and check what the weather's doing. Or if you can step outside and eat your lunch at a bench or at a table, that's really helpful too, just to be out in nature. And take 2 to 5 minutes just to close your eyes and clear your mind just by focusing on your breath. Or if you're working from home and need a break, or you need a break from anything, just from your kids, step outside and take a couple minutes. And just by implementing these simple practices, you can form habits to give yourself a break from daily stress and anxiety. You'll benefit, and everyone around you will benefit. I hope that by sharing all of this information, I've convinced you to see the value in teaching our young children to take breaks in their day to focus, quiet their minds, and be able to release their stress and anxiety. We can achieve this if we are teaching the children through interesting and fun meditation techniques, working through their behavioral issues with them, and giving them tools to soothe themselves and leading by example. In learning to take daily relaxation breaks, this will help our children to become more thoughtful adults someday. In teaching ourselves to do the same, we can be the example for young children in our society so that they want to follow our example. Let's all just slow down a little, start out just by taking a break in our day to clear our minds, take some intentional breaths, and release our stresses and anxieties of the day, and just recenter. Thank you.